Hi, welcome to the Stockinit Zombies. I'm Amy, also known as Jane Itma.
And I'm Megan, also known as Just Run It. And this is episode 166.
All right.
Yes,
moving right along.
We've apparently chose a theme this week.
And it's kind of Christmassy a little bit.
Yeah.
But no, this is my very new shirt. Meow.
So, meow. Meow.
Meow. The kids were reading it, and they were getting confused, and then they get it, and then they wouldn't get it, and then they get it.
Mm-hmm.
So, fun shirt. I had ordered another one at the same time, and it's not here yet. So they must be, it was a different print, so they must be printing them, you know, in succession, because it was like this artist, and whatever shirt that guy had made was like for $7 or $8, and I was like, sold. So I bought mine and one for Lucy that has a penguin with a jetpack. And our school's mascot is the penguin. So I think that'll be fun.
We are the falcons.
Ooh.
We are birds of flight.
We are flightless birds. But we have, I don't know, adorable little
penguin jet. I mean, the jetpack made it fly.
Yeah. They had Chili, I think is the name of their penguin mascot.
Did you get to spend some time outdoors today? Out of doors?
A little bit.
Okay.
Not like a lot. I wish it had been more. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, it was nice out. This morning it was a little cool. We walked to Panera for lunch. But yeah, yesterday the kids were kind of running around. We were hopeful that today would be warmer yet, but had the first and hopefully the last visit to the emergency department this year. This spring season we had a blind corner bike incident where Dexter ran over Ellie's left arm, like and he continued on, or maybe the opposite direction. Anyway, and then her elbow just didn't look quite right, so we went into the emergency department and got in like lickety split. Like I swear that there was after we got in, there was a big run and there was a bunch of rooms that got filled up around us. But yeah, they had to get an x-ray, and so she's got a printout of her elbow x-rayed. But ultimately, just a bad bruise and a lot of initial swelling that made it look kind of mangled.
Okay.
But I now know that if you can go like this and like this, even with pain, things are good.
Okay.
And yeah, if you can rotate and you can also bring.
Okay. Got it.
Yeah. So
although of course it's making my hand hurt where I bruised it just talking about it, but psychosomatic.
Yes,
I'm sure of it. Hasn't bothered me at all.
You got the x-rays and stuff as well.
Yep.
Yeah,
I did. They said what I had done was the equivalent of slamming my hand in a car door, and I was like, okay, yeah, I would have gotten that x-rayed, I think, yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
So,
yeah.
Made me feel a little less foolish anyway.
As quick as it was still a waste of time, and the kids just can't be trusted on their bikes quite yet to be biking around, apparently. Dexter's a little ramrod. Like today, they biked to swim lessons, and Jeremy was like, Ellie got like within a couple of feet of Dexter, and she's like, Dexter, get away from me. I was like, I would be gun shy as well, right? Like, yesterday my brother ran into me and hurt me, and then Mom got upset because we had to go to the emergency room, and
yeah, I don't want to repeat this process.
Exactly. So stay away from brother. But yes, I think at first she was kind of babying it, and then we went to a playground and she was jungle gymming and whatever. Okay. So yeah, we were pretty sure she's okay.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, my daughter had a play date today, and that went really well. So we'll probably had that happen again.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of stayed to themselves, and I could hear them giggling every once in a while. And
Fun.
yeah, it was fun. And I think I've arranged to have some kids playing after school together instead of going to SAC later this week. So
That's fun.
I hope. I'll have to keep on top of that though.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of like that's kind of where I fall down as a mom. I'm like, oh yeah, somebody did say that we could, and okay, I got to keep on my texts and make sure that that person, is available that day.
Yeah, I was telling somebody that, like, as a parent, I don't have, like, the big calendar on the wall, but that Jeremy and I add things to the kids' they each have Gmail accounts, and then they each have their own calendar, and so we can look at, like, the family calendar via Google Calendars. Which might be techie overkill, but it's nice.
I know other people who do that. I try to keep it all in my brain, and that's where I should not do that.
Okay. Administrati?
Do we have any?
We do.
Okay.
We got a bunch.
Oh, that's right.
I wanted to sincerely thank everybody that was super duper supportive and complimentary and wonderful about my hair color change. It was brand new last week, like less than 2 hours in. And so I think I was still kind of like, oh my gosh. But I'm super happy with it. And it is very summery.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like I've been out in the sun already a whole bunch. And just wanted to extend my sincere thanks to everyone that was wonderful about it. We also have a Riot of Color. It has a Kickstarter that she's hitting the road. So it's fundraising for a van. And she is going to, through us, do a giveaway. And the giveaway, you need to go out, look at the rewards, and say what would be your favorite. And then the winner will get a skein of the exclusive colorway for the Kickstarter. What else? We got another giveaway. Spud and Chloe, who is our self-striping sponsor this month, also very generously gave us a whole bunch of skeins of yarn. Both are in this, they're all in this grape freeze or mint chip colorway. And for this giveaway, I want to say, what is your favorite ice cream flavor? And then possibly what you would knit with your winnings while eating that ice cream. Because I think that's a great way to commemorate new yarn in your life. Ice cream. And then last, we have Sarah, Rain Lover Knits, I believe, is doing a Woolly Trot 5K, which is a activity that's near and dear to my heart. She's doing it via Kickstarter. And so it's kind of, through Kickstarter, is a way for her to, you can pick out t-shirt. There's a t-shirt and a medal option. There's a t-shirt and a bag option. But that one ends the 21st, because I believe after the 21st, you've got a week to do your 5K and submit your time. And it's not whoever's fastest. You can walk it, you can run it. It's just you have to do that 3.1 miles, a 5K. And then there's a random number generator for the prizes. And so the reward levels that I looked at was $24 for a t-shirt and $33 for a medal and a t-shirt. And you've got that 1 week to complete your 5K and enter your time. And that ends the 21st. So if you're watching it and it's before March 21st, go out and check that out. I'll link you to it. I got some running in this weekend. I got 10 miles in the last 2 days. So not each. Cool. Composite total. So it's been beautiful out. And for some reason, it might be psychosomatic, kind of like what you were saying. It feels faster to me when I'm wearing shorts. I feel like my legs are moving faster when I'm wearing shorts versus pants for some reason. And you would think the pants kind of make a swoosh, swoosh, swoosh noise, maybe that, but maybe all that friction is slowing me down.
I don't know. I didn't run this weekend because I went in for my final checkup for this whole life challenge thing. So the 55 days or 56 days, whatever it was, are up. And I celebrated by having a beer yesterday, and it was a special one from Surly, so that was fun. But I weighed in and got all of that checked off, and I beat my last score by 13 burpees. So I thought that was pretty cool, because it's an 8-minute AMRAP and that ends in as many burpees as you can. And the first time I did it, I got 1 burpee, and this time I got 12 or 13 burpees. No, it was 13 burpees, so I beat it by 12. Sorry.
For all those at home that are unfamiliar with a burpee, what is a burpee?
You drop to the ground, lower your chest to the ground, kind of like doing a push-up, and then you jump up. So you have to bring your
like
feet
a
to
surfboard move?
Kind of. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I guess it is. Yeah. You go down to the surfboard, and you jump your feet up to your hands, and then you jump up. Well, you have to end it with a jump, or it doesn't count.
Oh.
So once you're standing, you have to continue up, or it doesn't count. Some of them make you jump over things. I've done box over burpees, where you jump onto a box after you're done, and then jump down on the other side of the box, and then do a burpee again. But yeah, I thought that was good, and I had lost some. They made us take measurements, and I had lost some inches here and there, so that was good. Some places I only lost like a 1/4 inch, but inches overall. And yeah, so I was very happy with that. So that's the whole life challenge. So if you ever think you might want to get a kick in the pants for eating right, it's mainly a lifestyle challenge. So it has 3 different diets, and then it has other things like supplements, water, mobility. So they want you to stretch a lot. And then there's a weekly challenge that has to do with like sleeping better, random acts of kindness, social happiness. So like going out in social media and saying things that are nice to other people. And yeah, I mean, it has a lot of little life lessons on what you should be doing to make yourself happier. So apparently, spreading that happiness around is part of making yourself happier, and getting enough sleep and all of those things.
Yeah, part of my daily walk at work, they had like 7 habits of healthy people, and being kind, and getting sleep, and drinking water, and those were all, I can't remember all 7 of them. I walked by them enough, I probably should.
But yeah, I got done with that, and so I was very happy to have accomplished that, and so we ended with that workout. And I was like, I'm not going to run after that. Because you're supposed to go as fast as you can. That's the point. And you get pretty red in the face. But,
yay for you.
Yeah. Oh, and I did the Open Challenge 15.3, which is a lot of wall balls and a lot of jump roping. And I got to 550 reps before time ran out.
Cool. And that's all part of CrossFit?
Yeah, anybody can do the CrossFit Games. They list the equipment that you need out on the website in public. And this one was just a 10-pound medicine ball that you toss up to a 9-foot target. So if you can, like, masking tape a 9-foot target somewhere, and you have a little, a 10-pound ball, you can do the workout. And then a jump rope was all you needed for this one. And then I think after that, there are some that just need dumbbells or weights and stuff. Might be harder to come by, but this one was definitely something you could do at home. It was a challenge for sure. I might watch some people reattempt on Monday. That'll be funny. I don't know why it's fun for me to watch other people push themselves to the limit. And then they're just sucking air on the ground. I think it's because they're all these big, strong, silly men, and it's fun to see them like collapse in a heap at the end of it.
Yeah.
Try your hardest. Go, go, go.
Give it your all.
Yep, give it your all.
Cool, cool.
It's motivating, I guess. Is my thought.
Yeah, that everybody looks like that.
Yeah.
When they're push themselves.
Exactly.
Even big, strong.
Yep, exactly.
Strong guys.
Yep, you hit it exactly. Just see all these people that, are mega, seem like they got it all together, and just watch them fall to the ground just like I did at the end of the workout.
Yep. Cool. Well, do you have any? So yeah, go check out all of those things. New Spud and Chloe giveaway, new Riot of Color giveaway, and the Woolly Trot 5K. I definitely would want one of the t-shirts. I can't remember if I've got it up on my phone yet still, but they look super fun.
Oh, yeah. The fat sheep in a headband.
Woolly
Well,
Trot.
he's woolly. He's
Yes.
very fluffy.
He's got some fluff. He's got some fluff there. So, yes. Do you have any finished objects?
So my, with the exception of these 3 little ends, my mittens are done.
Mostly finished.
Well, yeah, you won't see them again.
That means I need to try it on.
Yeah. So, they were done.
Did you make 2 right hands?
No.
No. That is a resounding no.
So yeah, that was the Yak Yarn Bijubation Tibetan Dream in the natural white. I think it's the natural, but it's definitely not got color to it. It's a natural Yak Yarn. And I had messed these up a couple different times. I was watching the Hunger Games movie, and I had the thumbs the wrong size, and then I had modified the pattern into a mitten, so I had done the tops wrong, and because I didn't remember what I did the first time around, and I wasn't paying attention because I was watching the movie.
That is a hazard.
So I have done a lot of ripping out, including my colorwork sweater, but we'll get to that in widths. Well, you don't need to see the fact that I ripped it out, but I have a bonbon. This is the 3 Irish Girls Cabbages and Kings colorway. I bought it at my local yarn shop. And then this is a Dream in Color Class C colorway. I forget, Petal or something. And yep, Bonbon was very fun. And if you think he's cute, then maybe you should make one too.
I've seen so many cute ones out there. Yours is particularly cute. That's my color palette.
Yes. And then I started another one, but it's out of Dancing Dog Dye Works Monster Mania colorway, and I know that she has a lot of overseas people who get it, so I'm gonna wait on showing that off.
Oh, is it part of a club?
Yeah, it's part of a club, and I know that her people are in Canada and England and all over, so I don't want to spoil the surprise for anybody. So I will show, random bunny body parts next week. And then this is my Fire Cake, Gilmore's Girls Club, February 2015, hand dyed for me. So I was thinking when I got it, like, I'm not sure that this is any sort of cake colorway that I have ever seen. But I was driving home one time and I thought it could be called Spring Minnesota Sunset, because there was a beautiful orange that was over the tops of the bare trees, which look very gray and brown like this. And it reminded me of this colorway.
Yeah, it's very pretty.
So I would call it not Fire Cake, but Minnesota Sunset. Spring Minnesota Sunset, because the trees have to be bare.
Yes.
We haven't quite hit the budding phase of our spring yet, so we still have a few cold patches to hit us, I'm sure. We can't be at this lovely weather that we've had for so long.
Yeah. 40s and 50s are probably going to be more common than the 60s.
Yeah, and I showed you a colorway as if it was a finished object, but I just...
It was sitting there
It was sitting there, and I talked about club colorways, and I didn't get to show that to you last week because I was worried about spoiling it for people. And then I have one Leprechaun Husband Sock. Oh. And that is it for my objects. that have some sort of finish to them.
Cool. I think I had this sock finished, the other sock finished last week. So I don't quite have the other one finished. I'm about to the ribbing. If I hadn't cast on a new sweater, I might have had this done today. Now it's tying a knot. Urgh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what it's doing. Mm-hmm. It wanted to be on itself. And then I wrapped up my Hitofude for Ellie. She loves it. This is the Cyborgs Craft Room in the Final Countdown colorway. I put all of the mods that I possibly could without giving away the bank. You trying to pull the string back through?
I thought I would, but you don't have anything in there.
I don't have anything in there.
Well, usually I have a little bit that I can pull on.
Oh, like a knot, or?
No, just I usually, when I leave the string out, I go up a little ways and leave it out, and so there's usually a little tag.
Got it. No,
to pull
I poke it through with the needle.
Ah.
Well, thank you for untangling.
Yes, it's no longer tangled.
And so I cast on 24 less stitches for the arms, so it's kind of like a mid-length sleeper. Like, I think it goes down to her elbows. I did the same number of repeats as the extra small, so 24 minus the extra small. And then I published what I did for the shaping. So I did the sleeve length for the extra small, and so this is 24 stitches less around here. And then I did kind of the modified, so it matched up increases. Mm-hmm. So the number of rows per repeat got longer. Alternated the two skeins throughout. Used about a skein and a quarter. So I have 75 grams left of this. But I wouldn't have been able to get done with it.
Take it.
With that.
75
grams,
yes. I can make a bunny.
Yep, or some socks, or yes, there's a significant...
That's true, you could make her some matching socks.
Yep, some monkeys or something, yeah. But she has a dickens of a time finding the buttonhole, which on all of mine, I think I've added the buttonhole just... Oh, bless you. Just for grins and giggles, because you can, and I'm having a hard time too. She keeps on wanting to use one of the yarn overs as the buttonhole, but it hides so well in the ribbing that you don't have to use it if you don't want to. Why can't I find it? Huh. I'm trying to think of which side it's on now. Here it is. So I talked to her about possibly we could put a button on the wrong side and then button it that way. Or we could put one on the right side. But she can wear it without using the button as well. Or the buttonhole as well. Because yeah, it just hides in there. Can't really see it unless you're trying to use it. And you could probably use one of those as well if you really, really wanted to. But yes, it's kind of long on her, which means it'll last a little bit longer. And it's a little more fitted through here, which is what I was concerned about when she was trying on the small that I had made for myself. I don't know if I made the extra small or the small. I need to go back and look at that. But anyway, very, very pretty. Again, I believe this pattern to really, 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 really do well with the variegated. And it looks nice on all shapes and sizes. So a little skinny mini Ellie looks nice in it as well. And now she can wear it.
Yay!
Yay!
Yeah, that pose that you got out of her was something else.
Well, I was like, can you just kind of hold it out to the side? And she was like, yeah! And I was like, okay then. That works. Among other things. And that is my finished object.
Cool. Like I said last week, the boxy only gets worked on here. So it is growing. It's just not looking that way. Although I'm wondering about my choice in inches here. I keep readdressing it because I'm gonna have a lot of leftover of the oatmeal, I think, if I don't keep knitting. But then I'll have like not enough brown at the bottom. I don't know. I'm not gonna rip it out, but maybe I could make this middle oatmeal a little bit bigger without it bothering me. I don't know.
Visually.
Yes. Yeah.
Would it really stand out, or?
Yeah. That's the question. But I'll get through a couple more inches of knitting because I think that I have at least 2.5, not 3 inches of knitting left before I have to worry about that. Other things that I worked on besides my husband's socks, because I got all of that done, and then I worked on a toe. So, toe pick. I'm not sure.
Is it matching up, or did you just?
It is matching up. I made sure that I weighed the ball because I was nervous. It's a sport weight yarn with a man's socks, so they are shorter than I would normally make them, because I got to the halfway point. And there is, a significant amount in here that I wasn't using because I wanted the toe to match.
Okay.
So they match right now.
And super cute rounded toe.
Yep, I think so. And then I worked on my hand spun socks. And this is the Leading Men Fiber Arts glacial color that I had knit. They are spun their sock. I think they have a sock weighted base that gives you more ounces, and it is a super wash. So I have that going along. I was watching this. I think I remember knitting on this when the Chica show was on. Do your kids watch the Chica show? It just happens like after the Today Show ends, there's this one about a smoothie thing in outer space. Astroblast. And then it goes through to Chica. And it's because we're not really paying attention. Like we're doing laundry, or we're knitting, or we're playing with animals, and the TV's still on. And then I'm, knitting along, and I'm like, I'm watching a puppet chicken that doesn't talk. She just squeaks. Oh. But the people understand her. Okay. Because she's Chica.
Apparently we don't watch that.
Yes.
That lineup.
It's lovely. No, it's really cute, actually.
Yeah. But it wouldn't be your preference if you were the only one sitting there.
Yeah. No, not at all. But lately that would be me catching up with my reruns of Gilmore Girls. But I am just to the point where Rory is. She had kissed Dean. Jesse. The other boy. Like she's dating Dean and she kissed the other boy. And, scandalous. Yeah. Well, she had kissed another boy, but that boy she didn't really like. That was just a pity kiss or something. But this one she actually really liked him.
I have never seen Gilmore Girls.
Oh my goodness.
I know, right? I feel like I've outed myself.
It's really cute, and they talk really fast, and it's got Melissa McCarthy in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah. She plays a chef named Suki, and yeah.
Cute. I didn't know where she had gotten her start. Is that where she had gotten her start?
Well, she was actually a PA on that Singled Out show when her cousin was like the Jenny McCarthy was like.
I didn't know she was related to Jenny McCarthy.
They're cousins. Ah. You didn't know that?
No.
Okay. Well, now you know.
Do.
Yeah.
Public service announcement for all you.
So she was like a personal assistant or something when Jenny McCarthy was there, and but yeah, that's the first time I saw her as an actress was on Gilmore Girls, playing Suki.
Cool.
Suki St. James. So yeah, I have a sleeve almost. I think I have 2 more inches and it'll be done. But all the increases are done. I'm not like terribly crazy about the way she had us doing the increases, the way they're showing up in here. And I have no idea if that's going to block out or not.
That's just increases in pearl, I think.
Yeah, I suppose.
You just see the bumps, like the pearl bumps kind of line up and they cause this like nice little conformed whatever. I think the V's you don't notice as much because they're not like,
oh yeah, that's true. They're not
linear.
So no matter how I made them, I'd notice this bump.
I don't know that you would have escaped it. I can't remember what sleeve I did recently where I was like, even though I was knitting around it would have been that nori.
Oh, okay.
I was knitting around the inside and I was decreasing, not increasing, but you can still see it when you flip it. Yeah.
A lot more obnoxious and annoying than
it's just the nature of a pearl front.
Yes, the pearl front.
The pearl front.
But yeah,
cautionary tale.
It's amazing how fast the thick yarn big needles will go. Zoom. Because I have only been picking this up every once in a while, and so I'm going to be happy to get to the other sleeve and just. I don't know why when I have one sleeve done and the other sleeve is there, it's just nice. I can just hold it up to the sleeve that's already there and go, okay, we're almost there. And then I will get to do the fun stuff with all of the cabling and I can't wait. I can't wait to start the fun stuff. And that's all I have that's fit to talk about. The other colorwork sweater got ripped out just before we came on camera. And, and until I have gotten it back to its former glory, I'm just going to let it go.
But you could share that the reason why you didn't notice that there was something awry was because you went from a stitch count or a multiple of 4 stitch repeat up to an 8.
Yep.
So.
Yeah, and I'm not sure why I would, basically what had happened is I was supposed to have 2 at the beginning and 2 at the end that were just plain. And since I had a 4 stitch repeat and I had started at 2 stitches too early, I ended up with 4 stitches at the end where I could put in an additional repeat. And it worked out even.
It looked right.
It looked right. And then when I got to the 8 stitch pattern that's supposed to go right above it, I went around and I got to it and I had a half. And I was like, half. She wouldn't do this. This designer.
It wouldn't be symmetrical.
This designer would not do this to me. And so I went in and I read the pattern very carefully. I looked at my counts and I was like, counts were perfect. So it wasn't that I had cast on not enough or too many. And I looked and I had skipped those 2 plain stitches. She had broken up the button band down the center and then had a dotted line, and then she had 2 stitches, and then she had a solid line, and then she had the 8 stitch repeat. I had forgotten those 2 stitches in between the dotted line and the solid line, and that's how I messed up.
2 stitches.
And so my brain had put the dotted line and the solid line and went, they're there. There's nothing in between those. Yeah.
It happens to the best of us.
Yep, but it really all I had gotten through was like 5 to 7 repeats of the color work. No, I had to do 5 repeats of the color work, so it wasn't
5 rows.
5 rows, sorry. Yeah, repeats. No, 5 rows. So it wasn't so bad. I just had to rip it all out.
And it was good that you did it while you were here because we really needed 4 hands.
We did. Color work is over the top of twisty.
Yep.
And unless you do it very slowly and very carefully, you end up with a big tangled mess.
You don't want to rip out slowly and carefully because you're upset. You're having to rip out. I am finishing up my husband's Star Trekky static zings. They are, one of the balls in here is getting dangerously low. I didn't weigh. Well, I had the 2 halves, but I split them so that I could work with 2 strands for which is the nature of the pattern. But I'll have enough to finish here. I'll show you my dangerously low. They're getting a bit messy as well. There's one of them. And then this guy's the 2. One that's small. Yeah. So, but these both have the OMG heel. And having a lot of fun in the mustache group.
Oh,
cool. Talking about different techniques and heel fits with people's, I consider I have a very thin heel. And so with Afterthought, they're too wide. And typical gusset, heel flap and gusset's a little too wide as well because you've got all of that extra slack as you're narrowing back down to, and they fit your heel very well, but we have very different heels.
Yes, we do.
Like I have like a skinny, not that I have skinny ankles because I've got thick legs, but I've got skinny heels. Like just this backbone thing here is very thin. And so the OMG heel fits me perfectly, which is, it only makes sense because I created it, that it fit me well, right? Like, oh, I like that. Like if I had somebody else's foot, I might have like thrown it out the window, right? Because, that doesn't fit me, right? But it's interesting to, hear what other people have to say and, whether or not. My husband has really high arches, and he seems to still really like the OMG heel. So I don't know if it's because it kind of cups right there. I don't know. But the OMG heel doesn't have to be your favorite. You can try it out, and it's like saying boat necks look good on everyone, right?
Yeah.
You gotta painstakingly knit through the different types of heels and figure out which one fits you well, and then rinse and repeat for everybody else that you want to knit socks for. The tube sock is a really good option for the young ones. My daughter and my son are both wearing their tube socks religiously now. So
yeah, and I found that it's like I don't have to worry about them not fitting or whatever. They just pull them on, and so sometimes their toes are kind of cockeyed, and I wish I had done a more rounded toe or a star toe.
Yep, I did rounded toes on these guys.
So I think like the next time I do the tube sock, I will do the more rounded toe. I didn't do that intentionally. I think I just started a toe the way I normally start a toe and didn't even think about it. And then when you go back and look at the pattern formula, it did have a more quickly increasing toe, so that you could have it be less cockeyed when you put it on the sock in the wrong direction.
Yep.
And I think like those star toes or whatever they are that are increasing the same way all the way around the toe would be interesting for a tube sock.
Yeah. Yep. I agree. It might feel a little weird on the bottom of your foot, but it would make it more symmetrical no matter where you put it on, right?
Yeah. Well, I know that some people do them as a matter of fact on the ends of their like bottom down, top down socks. So I just thought, well, maybe you could start one with a star.
Yeah. You would just be increasing in 4 places versus the 2. Well, no, 8 places instead of the 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. And evenly distributed. The what was I gonna say about that? You mentioned it, and now it's
mustache, and you were hanging out with the
we had a VKN,
which
was fun, and socks are fun when a lot of people are knitting them. I feel like, and then the stripes are really a lot of fun as well because they keep you going. That's what I was gonna remember. I think I'm going to do another pair of skews.
Try it again, huh?
Well, mine worked really well the first time. And it might be the difference between our heels, to be honest with you, because that heel was kind of a different construction. It was like a wrapped around from the front to the
Well, I honestly think a lot of the problem that I have, because I wear my weird modified ones every once in a while, and I still don't like them as a sock. But I think it's because I ended with too few stitches, right? Like the pattern, did it have a lot of sizes? I don't think it did.
Just one.
Just one. Okay. So I need
more.
to put more stitches in it, and then it would probably work.
And they've got, Knitty's got a whole bunch of different, like Sidewinder, and I can't remember. I think there's another one now out that's very unique construction. But I really like the look of that, like slanted all the way up your foot. So I think I might knit another. I've got some. Can't remember what the yarn is, but it's already split in half and ready to go. I OCD'd it up. And then today I cast on. I have been wanting to knit this for a while, and this is I thought that I was being like super sleuthy and like cool and I don't know, like throw in 10 kinds of smoke here. There's an Alvi, which had not been translated into English. It was just, it's free by this Filcolana? I think it's Swedish. Finnish, maybe? Swedish. By Hanna Shorkested? Yeah. Pjedsted. And she had a little version that had been translated into English. And I went out and I like Google translated the adult one and pretty much figured out that the child one was the same as the adult one. The adult one just used bigger yarn and bigger needles. So like the smallest size on the woman's one was the smallest size, like stitch counts even. So they had just upsized the pattern, which is free. I mean, it's not like I'm paying for the pattern and oh gosh, they got me for, more money. They're both free out there. And anyway, it's now been translated into English, I saw today. Oh, so all of that work to sleuth and figure out that the little one was the same pattern basically as the big one. I'm using my Woolmize blend, which is cashmere and cashmere wool and nylon, I believe, in the ballerina and Frühling colorways. And yeah, I was telling Amy I'm going to give it a few more rows, but it seems kind of loosey-goosey, but you can see where it's starting to, where is it? Right there, kind of V out. I can show you the picture isn't very good, but it's kind of a faux, it's meta. This is going to be a meta color work pullover because it's kind of like faux knit stitches. And the bottom kind of has like a partridge eye. And that's what you're seeing there, but we'll see. I don't know. I like the hand of it, and I like the lightweightness of it, but the stitches kind of, if you can't see the color work, then that's a lot of work to not be able to see the color work. But when you're doing just every other one, alternating back and forth, sometimes it's hard to see anyway, just because it's a scatter shot.
Yeah, it just looks like little anyway.
Yeah. So as it starts to actually form the little eye here, and then start doing the, I believe they call it herringbone pattern. Pretty. Yes, and I'm loving the yarn, and I love the colors. They're going to be very bright, but I am not afeared of a bright pullover.
You're not afeared.
I'm not afraid. I am not afraid. Be not afraid of the bright
you said
color.
Afeared.
I know. Fearsome. But yes, Amy and I were both sitting here doing color work, and we both kind of were like, maybe we shouldn't both be sitting here doing color work as we're podcasting. So
yeah, I think I would be staring down a lot more,
going
chart,
and then counting, and yeah, because you were trying to figured out what the
heck went wrong with that thing.
What is up? Ooh wee, what's up with that? What's up with that?
I am so excited. Do you watch Parks and Rec?
We did not. We didn't get started from the beginning, and then it just got too far into the series.
So I started in the beginning and took a huge hiatus, and then watched this last season. And And I love that show, and I'm gonna rewatch it all again because it's so much fun. But I don't know when I'll end up doing that. But I want to.
When you have spare time.
Yeah. Whenever that is. Usually there's a down period in our TV watching when we would do that kind of stuff. But now there's like these like Netflix original shows and Amazon Prime exclusives, and now it's like, oh, there's like good new TV on the off season too. But I want to treat myself, or treat yourself, on my birthday. I don't think I'll do it on my actual birthday because Yarnover is very close to then, so I think that the Friday before Yarnover I'm going to do my Treat Yourself Day. And
what does that entail?
It's basically the two characters in The Office who are materially inclined. They go shopping together, and they just spend they said they basically go to the mall and buy whatever they want, but it's mall prices, so it's not too bad. But then in the final season, they did Treat Yourself Beverly Hills. And that was really crazy. They were in limo, and they were treating themselves to, fake, well, I hope they were fake, spa treatments that were, really bizarre. Why would you do that?
Yeah. So for comedic effect on the show.
For comedic effect on the show.
Got it.
But he had gotten her a cake that said, treat yourself. And then through the whole episode, they said, treat yourself. It just made me laugh so much. I was like, I wanna treat yourself.
Lifelong dream.
Sure.
Accomplished.
Well, if I could do it with those two people, it would be even better. But
yeah, they're funny.
They are really funny. Is it Retta? Retta and Aziz Ansari. Really funny.
Yes, I like Aziz. He's funny.
Yes.
If not just because his voice is funny.
Yes. And I realized that I will watch anything with the goofy Terry Crews in it. Because Brooklyn Nine-Nine is a really good and funny show. And then we've been watching Funniest Fails, Funniest Fails, World's Funniest Fails on whatever channel. Fox, I think.
It's on before Glee.
Oh, okay.
I'm still watching Glee.
Oh, okay.
Yes. Just gonna right down to the bitter end. Gonna watch it to the very end.
But our thing, Terry Crews hosts the show, and I don't know, it's family friendly. They make a few jokes that are kind of like, okay, that just went over the kids' heads, but still okay to laugh at all the people being silly. It's not like some of the ones that happen at night where they are really bad. Like Tosh or At Midnight, and those are totally inappropriate,
but funny.
Yeah, but it's a step above AFV, right? AFV is like, look at that silly puppy.
Yeah.
Watch on out, you silly puppy. And this has a little bit more humor to it, and not as cheesy.
Yeah.
Still cheesy, but
I'm not judging you.
It's got Terry,
not allowed anyway.
But it's got Terry Crews in it, being his goofy self.
Yes.
I can't resist.
Does he make his boobies dance?
Oh, absolutely. Every episode.
Woo! And that's our television watching portion of the show.
Yeah, I don't know why I got off on that tangent. Probably because I have nothing to talk about. I showed you my yarn. I can't show you any other purchases, splurges. I will say, yeah, no, that was it. It was fun.
Cool. I don't have any purchases either, nor do I have anything else to talk about in relation to the retreat. So I think we're just filler.
Yeah.
Filler here at the end.
So, VKN, right?
Yep.
That's coming up, and they're on, every other week until retreat.
Well, twice a month.
Twice a month? Oh, is that how it works? Okay.
Yeah. So, well, I'm just thinking like the 31 day.
Yeah. Okay.
That doesn't.
Twice a month.
Yeah. Twice a month. I pick and chose the Tuesdays that off of the calendar. And I don't know off the top of my head the next one. Is it like the 7th? No.
It's this Tuesday.
Okay. It'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
It always is.
Yep. Bye.
I hope to.